Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel. And as we've finally made it through Christmas and all the fun hops, I'm just scrapbooking now just to get some layouts done because as January is fast approaching and I have a hop that I will be participating in, and I've got page kits and pictures and everything already chose, which I put together at the end of November. So I will not be wanting to scrapbook any more Christmas. So I figured since I had a couple days where I needed some videos, I would just get a couple of these fun winter Christmas pages done, and then the pictures will probably go into my little picture holder until next year when we start doing Christmas again. So right here, this is just from the trip that the day trip that we took, more like the hour trip that we took to the Christmas tree farm. And that was our Christmas tree. That's the one we chose. So obviously, scrapbooker, take a picture. And then that is them, cutting the tree down. So I'm getting, since I have 3 photos, and I have been trying to take more horizontal pictures. All my pictures were vertical, and I've been turning my phone and getting horizontal pictures as well. Super proud of myself. So I did have several pictures from this day, and I just kind of do them in a little bit of a series, and this was finding the tree and cutting the tree down. And so I'm going to just go ahead and do them as a very cute little photo block. And then I'm going to trim off where I didn't quite get it lined up. And I'm going to back it in 2 of the 6x6 papers. And FYI, I had a full 6x6 paper pad of this Carta Bella Warm and Cozy collection. And it's almost used up. I'm so proud of myself. I don't really ever use 6x6 paper pads. I find it hard for some reason, and I was super excited that I only got a couple more sheets left in there, so I'm gonna call that a win for the season, right? Anytime you can call anything a win in 2020, I say go for it. Now these 2 are just some brown pieces, and I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure they're running the same way. They're similar patterns. One's a tweed and one's like a crochet, so I figured it worked. I'm just going to tape them together too, so it's easily for me to mat my picture block there. And then I take a look at the sticker sheet. Not real sure what my thought process was on that. Oh, I know what it was. I was seeing if there was anything that I wanted to run along the seam, and there was not. So I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to get some adhesive stuck down onto the little photo block I've got going on there. And I'm going to go ahead and nicely place it on the page. And then I am going to come in and trim the sides down. Yep, that is what we're going to do. So I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas or holiday season, or, getting ready to ring in the new year, bring on 2020, right? I mean, you don't really want to say it, but come on, how worse can it be? I'm waiting for the zombie apocalypse, really, myself, Also been thinking about getting into shape, but I really want to see if the world's going to end before I put that much effort into it. I'm not going to lie. I am going to take my Tim Holtz Distress ink and just ink the edges. Now, I love that paper. And it worked so well because I'm around, we are in a farm of Christmas trees. So that worked freaking awesomely. But since I have so many other layouts that I need to use, or so many other layouts that I need to create, I didn't want to use the whole thing, right? So I am just going to continue to ink the edge of the papers. And I almost was going to get ready to tell you to, never mind, I've been used to saying, go look at my description box below and see all the other ladies. But this is not a hop. This is just a layout. So, I can't say that. I mean, I could say that, but there's going to be nobody there. I can randomly put people there. All right, rabbit hole. I'm coming back up now. Like I said, I love that pattern paper there. And it's Carta Bella, thick, heavy cardstock, and also it's got a cream base to it. So, which was funny because if you notice the 12x12 sticker sheet, it's got a white base. So I'm like, did somebody not catch that in the design principle? So it's cool. So I am going to get my picture, like, little cluster here laid down, and I'm going to pop it up quite a bit. Not pop it up, move it up off, because I want to show more of the fun evergreen paper. And I usually weight everything to the bottom of the page, so it was kind of cool to put it at the top of the page. Now this is that whole sticker that I just pulled out was the reason that I used this collection, because it said Christmas Tree Farm. So I knew that had to go on this layout before I forgot, because I will probably create several other layouts of that day and use different collections. So maybe not, but you know, I was making sure. I did go into my stash and I pulled out those thickers up there. Now this Joy is from a 12 by 12 thicker sheet that I have that is in my Christmas stash. And I'm going to use that as part of my title. And it's going to say Family Joy. So I'm going to spell out family in this cool, and that's like a wood grain. Totally picked that up at Tuesday morning. And I love it. So I'm just going to get that placed to where it's more pleasing to my eye. And at first I thought I was going to put it up higher, but nope. And also, no, I did not have an M, so I used a W turned upside down. I did not have an A, so I used a V turned upside down. And then I will take a dot and sticker in there to complete the A. Doesn't bother me a bit. I do that a lot. I don't want to, like, you know, finally you get down to letters that you just cannot make words with. So I try to figure out which letters, you know, you can take an F and make into an E, and you can do a lot. So I try to use them until there's absolutely, you know, nothing left. I mean, you can take a Z and make it into an N, you know, I mean, so I try to figure out words pretty much when it comes down to this, how many letters are left. Like, that's what words can I make and how can I make that a title for this layout. It's really where we're going with that. So they're thickers. Obviously, we're going to have to put some additional adhesive on. Now, they were sticking fairly good to the page. If you notice, I really do have to pop it off. But just be honest, people. You cannot trust that. So then I just take one of the little dots and see, just going to stick her in there. And there's my A. And it's Family Joy. Yeah, because we were having a great old time. Now that bottle right there, I've had several people ask me what kind of glue I use and what kind of bottle that is. And that is a fine liner bottle in medium. It's the yellow one. You can get that on Amazon. And I have the Art glitter glue in it. And it has yet to clog up. Now, when I had like the blue fine liner bottle, if you left that open for like, you know, a tenth of a second, I clogged both of them up and I could not get them unclogged. So I went with the medium tips and I have yet to have them clogged. But I do put the lid back on right away. Almost, you know, I'll put the glue on, I'll put the embellishment down, and then I put the lid back on. There are a couple times that I forget, and then I really have to like shove that needle in there. I also clean. I take the cap off every couple weeks and clean the inside of the lid there and get all the gunky bits out, because it is, you know, it does dry a little to the side. So, but I buy a large bottle of Art glitter glue every 3 or 4 months, maybe, if not longer. And I keep 2 of those fine liner bottles sitting on my desk at all time. And I, you know, I just ordered one of the new Art glitter glues, and I'm still using the other one. I just always have, you know, I'm the person that has the spare on hand. All right, so we are coming to the end of the video here. So if you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up.